What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. All credit goes to the creators in this video. So, guys, thank you for supporting me on this channel. In
Several
today's
Tennessee
video,
military veterans made their way to the state capitol to join a nationwide protest against federal cuts to Social Security and veterans' health care services.
News 2's Kenley Hargett shares why they believe the men and women who have served this country need all the resources they're entitled to.
I'm going to call out to all veterans out there. Get involved.
Vietnam veteran Joseph Higgins joined more than 50 other veterans to speak out against changes to veteran resources. As part of President Trump's efforts to change the federal workforce, there's a proposal to lay off 80,000 Department of Veterans Affairs workers.
We're here to spread awareness for the illegal firing and mistreatment of our veterans. They're trying to fire 83,000 people in the VA that support and take care of our veterans. And 1/3 of the federal workforce is made up of veterans.
Army veteran Justin Julian says these types of cuts only make veterans more unified in protecting their rights. He tells me about the difficulty of receiving veteran benefits.
It took decades and many, many years for the VA to get to where it is now. And now they're trying to cut everything in the VA or cut a significant portion of the benefits for the VA. I remember when I used to have to wait 6 months to get a doctor appointment, and that just started to change just within the last couple of years, and now we're going back to that again.
This protest is part of a larger nationwide protest led by retired General Mark Milley. According to ABC News, the Pentagon took away the retired general's security detail and in January removed his official portrait from the Pentagon. President Trump has also accused him of treason. Several veterans at the protest compared the president to a king, something they say they won't support.
Words of Dylan Thomas, I will not go quietly into the night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light.
On her website, Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn expresses support for President Trump's Department of Government Efficiency, which is overseeing the proposed layoffs. She has also introduced a group of bills known as the Doge Acts to help the department with this goal to slash government spending. Reporting in Nashville, Kenley Hargett.
Don't stop!
I'm really pleasantly surprised. I thought yesterday was going to be a total flop. So if you've seen any of my posts this week, you know that on Friday, March 14th, there was a veterans protest that was organized not just to be in DC, but in capitals around the country. And the people who called for this march weren't even veterans themselves. So I had my doubts that there would be a really impressive response at all. There were no real grassroots veterans organizations with like a membership base that leaned into this, that really supported it anywhere close to its beginning. And there was not any real infrastructure to support having people travel, veterans from around the country to their state's capitals or to DC. But what I saw yesterday impressed me. There were thousands of veterans, not just in DC, but marching around the country. And in a lot of places, people didn't even decide, okay, we're going to go to our state's capital. We're just going to march in our hometowns. So at this point, I have no way of knowing how many marchers there actually were, but it appears that there were far more than one per state. So like I said in my previous videos, that this would be a signal, this would be a temperature check to see how upset the grassroots veterans around the country actually are. Because in order to pull off an event like this, not just in one place, but in cities around the country simultaneously, that really does take logistics and infrastructure that simply were not there for this event. So did they earn coverage that was like above the fold and dominating the news? No, I didn't expect that. And I frankly think that would have been impossible. But it did accomplish its primary mission, which was to show that veterans are not a monolith. So congratulations to the organizers, to the protesters, to all the veterans who came out this weekend. I think you have showed the country how ready we are collectively, not just veterans, how ready we are to mobilize a popular resistance against the Trump-Musk regime. I know that it might be hard to believe that after 10 years, people who've been so deluded by Donald Trump's lies and who've been just immersed in this cult for so long, it's hard to believe that they could ever change their minds. But at the end of the day, when the economy collapses, their belief system is going to collapse. And when MAGA is no longer able to grift and pull money out of these people, because Donald Trump's campaign he's still running. He's still collecting money from these people. When they don't have the money to send him anymore, when they have run dry, Trump will turn on them. Trump will turn on Musk. And we're going to see this movement self-destruct.
This is just so sad and pathetic on all sides. Looking at these videos, I see people that are struggling to be heard, right? I see people that are suffering. I see people that need help. Some of them are even there with their, with their crutches. Some don't even look well kept. So I see people that are really, really suffering. And to think a larger percentage, about 65% of these veterans voted for Trump as against Kamala in the last election. Many of them supported him, but now they are feeling betrayed because of the cuts in the federal jobs, because now he is no longer supporting them, the mass layoffs and the impact on the VA services is just about to get started, because this cutting of staff will reduce healthcare and benefits for veterans. And I believe that healthcare is the number one thing that these veterans need, because they have laid their lives down. They have sacrificed their lives. Anyone that goes to the war doesn't come back the same. Okay, if you don't lose something physically, you lose something mentally. So those that come back with maybe complete hand and legs, their mental health is no longer the same. The PTSD, the nightmares, everything just does not go back to normal. So I believe these are the set of people that are supposed to be given the number one priority in the country. But this that is going on is just
This
sad.
is my message to the media. First of all, what you need to know is that I'm a nobody. Unfortunately for you, there are tens of millions of nobodies. If you will not report on these protests, we will bring it to your fucking door. And we will do it every day until you cover the truth of what is happening in this country.
I'm a proud Marine Corps survivor. I look around, I see all kinds of veterans here. I was lucky. I came home with all my body parts. Each one of us took an oath. We would defend our country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. If Donald Trump is not the greatest domestic enemy this country has ever known, I can understand him being a moron, an idiot, but what happened to our Congress and our Senate?
Kissing the
You
feet.
look at these guys around here with the Purple Heart hats and walking on crutches and canes. How many credible threats did they receive every day? A couple of weeks ago, Senator Tillis was getting ready to vote against one of Trump's nominees, but he got a credible threat and changed his mind.
Coward!
Can you believe he was so scared? What are these people afraid of? I was at a meeting the other day and I asked a lady, I said, have you ever heard of Nathan Hale? No, sir, I haven't.
Woo! Nathan Hale, let's go!
I said, have you ever heard of Patrick Henry? And I'm not talking about the idiot from down east. I'm talking about the one that was a patriot during our revolution. No, sir, I haven't. I said, can you tell me what the Lusitania was? No, sir, I can't. People, wake up. We are there. We are there. If we don't do something now, we won't have freedom. And I am ready to give my life right now.
I never want to hear that Republicans support veterans ever again, because this week, Senator Duckworth, a combat veteran who lost both of their legs when their helicopter exploded, introduced a bill entitled Protect Veteran Jobs Act, which would rehire every veteran that lost their job when Elon Musk fired them. And every single Republican voted no. You cannot pretend that they support veterans when they can continue to fire veterans from their jobs, when they continue to cut funding to the VA, when you fire their doctors, when you fire the veterans themselves. You can no longer say that you support veterans. There's an easy way to support veterans. It's by voting yes when there's a bill that would give veterans jobs. It's by voting yes when veterans need more benefits. So I never ever want to hear again that Republicans support the troops or veterans, because their voting record shows that they only care about their billionaire friends.
At least now the veterans are seeing it, right? They are seeing it, their eyes are opened that they obviously supported the wrong person. They're seeing it now that they should have turned blind eye to his campaigns, okay? And Trump was not exactly hiding his actions, okay? There were times he came out and, said some unpleasant words, to the veterans. And this time, I expected the veterans to say, oh, okay, we are turning against this person that obviously does not care about us. But they still went ahead and they supported him. They supported him, they backed him up. More than half of them voted against their self-interest, right? More than half of them voted for Trump. They supported him. It's unfortunate because if the way they are coming out now to protest because it's directly affecting them, if they had supported each other, and come together, then it would have gone a long way. If they had made another decision, if they had not supported Trump, and they had made a different decision, this match that they are matching now, they wouldn't even match in the first place. So the fact still remains that they voted against their self-interest, and they are not even supposed to be the set of people that is supposed to be suffering because of the level of sacrifice and the level of commitment that they have made for the country, right? They are not even among the percentage of people that are even supposed to be suffering. These are people that are supposed to be getting every of their benefits, whatever they want on a platter. Okay, I watched a video where a woman, her husband died as a result of, I think, suicide, as because of whatever happened during a service. And years and years, they are still fighting for benefits, so that she can take care of her children and all of that. So it's this Department of VA, that they go to and try and see what can be done. Okay, and now this process is just going to take longer and longer and longer because the people that are supposed to do the job are not there. So many things, guys, so many things are going to go wrong if this issue is not addressed, right? These are people on the streets that they are supposed to be in their house. Maybe some of them might have some health issues, blood pressure issues, and they're on the streets working, putting their health at risk. So many things, guys, come into play as a result of this thing that is happening. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, because I just want to end it here. Let me know what you think about this match and what these veterans should have done differently. Thank you for listening. I'll see you in my next video. Please don't forget to stay safe. Ciao.